Have you ever thought you were deadlifting correctly, only to discover your lower back is constantly sore the next day? If so, you're not alone. Millions of lifters believe they're mastering the deadlift, but the truth is most people are actually sabotaging themselves, sometimes without realizing it. Today, we're going to fix that. And yes, even if you've been lifting for years, this video might completely change the way you approach your deadlifts. Let's start by uncovering the most common mistakes. Picture this. Someone bends down, grabs the bar, and immediately jerks it off the ground with their lower back. Sound familiar? That's a classic rounding mistake. Your spine is designed to transfer force safely, but when it bends under load, it's like trying to use a paper straw to lift a heavy weight. Eventually, it's going to bend or break. Another common error? Thinking the deadlift is just a back exercise. Spoiler alert, it's a full body movement. Your legs, glutes, and core do most of the work. But if you're not recruiting them properly, your lower back picks up the slack. Now, before we jump into the perfect form, I want you to imagine this. Your core is like the foundation of a skyscraper. If it's weak or unstable, no matter how strong the structure above is, it will collapse under pressure. This is exactly what happens when you deadlift with poor form. You might lift the bar, but your foundation isn't supporting you, and over time, that's how injuries sneak in. Here's another subtle mistake: bar path. Many lifters let the bar drift too far from their shins. Think of the bar like a train on tracks. It should travel in a straight line close to your body. Every inch it drifts forward turns into extra work for your lower back and throws off your leverage. Even elite lifters obsess over this small detail because it can be the difference between a safe, efficient lift and a painful tweak. Finally, breathing and bracing are often overlooked. Holding your breath incorrectly or failing to create tension in your core is like trying to explode a firework with a wet fuse. It won't work efficiently, and it's risky. Proper bracing stabilizes your spine, primes your muscles for force, and sets the stage for a strong, controlled pull. By now, you're probably thinking, okay, I get the mistakes, but how do I actually fix them? Hold on to that thought, because in the next section, we'll break down the exact setup, body mechanics, and step-by-step positioning that transforms a sloppy, risky deadlift into a powerful, safe lift you can feel working every major muscle. Trust me, once you nail this, you'll notice a difference from rep 1. Alright, now that we've uncovered the common mistakes, it's time to get into the part that really matters, the setup. Because here's the truth, a deadlift is only as good as your setup. Skip this, and no amount of strength will save you from sloppy form or potential injury. But nail it, and every rep feels powerful, controlled, and even effortless. Step 1. Foot placement. Your feet should be roughly hip-width apart, with your toes pointing slightly outward, just enough to let your knees track naturally over your feet. Think of your legs like the pillars of a bridge. They need to be solid and evenly spaced to support the weight. Too narrow, and your balance suffers. Too wide, and your glutes and hamstrings can't fire optimally. Step 2. Grip. Most lifters use a double overhand grip, but as the weight gets heavier, some switch to a mixed grip. One hand over, one under, to prevent the bar from rolling. Whatever grip you choose, your hands should be just outside your knees, letting your arms hang naturally. Imagine your arms as hooks. They're there to hold the bar, not to lift the weight themselves. Step 3. Chest up, shoulders back. This is crucial. A rounded upper back puts unnecessary strain on your spine, while a proud chest and retracted shoulders create a strong, rigid structure. Pretend you're trying to show off your chest to someone in front of you. This simple cue can instantly improve your posture and protect your back. Step 4. Brace your core. Take a deep breath into your belly, not just your chest, and tighten your midsection as if you're about to get punched. This intra-abdominal pressure stabilizes your spine like the steel beams in a skyscraper foundation we talked about earlier. If your core isn't engaged, all the power from your legs and glutes leaks away, leaving your lower back to pick up the slack. Step 5. Bar path and engagement. The bar should start over the middle of your feet, almost touching your shins. As you lift, push through your heels, keep the bar close, and engage your hamstrings and glutes simultaneously. Think of it like a smooth, vertical elevator. No jerks, no forward drifting. Finally, Remember to extend through the hips at the top. Many beginners stand tall and shrug the bar up with their back. Instead, drive your hips forward, squeeze your glutes, and maintain a neutral spine. This ensures your legs and posterior chain do most of the work, not your lower back. By mastering these steps, you're already leaps ahead of the majority of lifters who just grab the bar and pull. But here's a light bulb moment. Small tweaks, like foot angle adjustments, micro-bracing, or subtle bar positioning, can make each rep feel smoother and safer. In the next section, we'll dive into common intermediate mistakes during the lift itself, how to fix them, and advanced tweaks that separate good deadlifts from elite ones. Once you see these, you'll understand why the deadlift is called the king of lifts. Now that you've got the basic setup down, it's time to level up. Even with a solid setup, many lifters still struggle with subtle mistakes that limit strength and increase injury risk. Let's break these down, and I'll show you how to fix them so your deadlifts feel powerful, safe, and efficient. First up, the infamous hip rise too fast mistake. You might see someone start the lift and their hips shoot up before the bar even moves. This shifts the load onto the lower back and shortens the leg drive. To correct it, focus on initiating the pull with your legs, not your back. Imagine pushing the floor away with your heels while keeping your hips and shoulders rising together, like synchronized dancers moving in perfect timing. Next, let's talk about shoulder position. Many lifters let their shoulders roll forward as the bar leaves the floor. Even a small forward drift can dramatically increase stress on the spine. Keep your shoulders back and slightly over the bar, and think about pulling the bar into your body, rather than letting it drift away. This minor cue instantly engages your lats, adding a stable muscular seatbelt to protect your back. Bar path errors are another common trap. A bar drifting forward by even a few centimeters may feel insignificant, but it changes the leverage and forces your back to compensate. Solution? Keep the bar nearly touching your shins on the way up, sliding it close to your legs. Visualize it like a train moving on perfectly aligned tracks. It's efficient, safe, and smooth. Now, for some advanced tweaks that separate intermediate lifters from elite ones. First, micro-bracing. Beyond just taking a deep breath, consciously tense your glutes, lats, and core simultaneously before lifting. This is like locking a chain around your spine. You're creating maximum tension to transfer force safely from your legs through your torso to the bar. Another advanced tip, the pause deadlift. Try pausing just below the knees during a rep. It forces your body to maintain tension and reinforces proper positioning through the trickiest part of the lift. Over time, it trains your muscles to pull efficiently while keeping your spine neutral. Finally, consider grip variations and foot tweaks. A slightly wider or narrower stance, or experimenting with hook grip versus mixed grip, can dramatically improve bar path, leverage, and engagement of glutes and hamstrings. The key is subtlety. Tiny adjustments often produce massive gains in strength and safety. Here's a mini light bulb moment. Each tweak isn't about lifting more weight, it's about lifting smarter. Perfect mechanics not only prevent injury, but allow your muscles to do the work they're designed for. In the next section, we'll contrast wrong versus right form with side-by-side examples, so you can see exactly how each adjustment changes your body's movement and efficiency. Once you witness this, deadlifting will never feel the same again. Now, let's bring it all together visually. Sometimes hearing about proper form isn't enough. You need to see the difference between sloppy and correct execution. Let's break it down and show how even small adjustments completely change which muscles are working and how safe the lift is. Picture this first scenario. A lifter rounding their lower back at the start. You'll notice the bar moves first, hips shoot up too quickly, and the spine is curved like a bow. This form overloads the erector spinae, the muscles along your spine, and reduces activation in your glutes and hamstrings. Result? Weak lift, sore back, and a high risk of injury. Think of it like trying to pull a heavy wagon with a frayed rope. The rope might stretch or snap before the wagon even moves efficiently. Now contrast that with proper form. The lifter maintains a neutral spine, chest proud, shoulders back, core braced, and hips and shoulders rising together. The bar stays close to the legs, glutes and hamstrings engage fully, and the lift is smooth and controlled. Here, the foundation of the core stabilizes everything,